Following the moon, I do think is very important. The older people used to follow the moon and they was very successful in following the moon. They never had no books to learn anything from. They was just successful because they understand the moon and how the moon operate and what happened at a certain time with the moon. So learning about the moon, it's a very important part of gardening because you got to know when to plant. You also got to know when to harvest. You also got to know a lot of things. All right. So over here we have, as you see, we have sage, parsley, and more. So let's go over here and we're gonna be planting. Alright. So here guys, we're gonna pass some basil. These are the holy basil. Beautiful and healthy seedlings. So these are basil, the curly one. So we're gonna just stuck them in this hole. I already prepared the hole, so it's just getting ready to plant. Okay. If you want success in your garden, you have to look for success and you got to work for success. It's not just, from my experience, it's not just about planting. There's special care you got to give these plants if you're looking for production. It's not about just planting and leave them and just expect they're gonna do what you desire. No. You gotta build a connection with these plants. If you know you're gonna damage these roots, it's best you set them one. I don't set them one because it's gonna in one container, because that's gonna be too much containers I have to set out. So I train myself to not damaging the root when I'm separating them. I train myself in that form. So gardening, you got to be your own teacher, and you also got to open up yourself that nature could teach you as well. Because in gardening, we never finish learning. I feel it's a ongoing process. Because when come on nature, you never know all the secrets. But over the years, you could start developing by learning, by doing your own research, by paying attention to all the plants you actually growing. I do not believe in planting and leave them and believe I'm going to get production from that. I don't believe in that. So guys, let's go and plant some ginger. Here we go. These are some ginger. These are some ginger that I had growing indoors for a few months now. And I just think it's time to take them and transplant them in the soil. And right now the rain is come, the soil is wet, and I believe it's the perfect time to plant them. Perfect time. So what we're going to do now, let me show you the process of this. Okay? Alright, look at what's going on here. I'm going to separate because I'm sure a lot of them already joined. Okay, so this is the ginger right here. The root still attached. So I'm not trying to damage the root. I'm coming up here and I'm chucking it in the soil. I'm chucking it down in the soil and just cover it back and just leave it there looking beautiful as ever. Alright, so come back in this container. We're going to come again and we're going to try to separate. We want to see what's going on, because guess what? We don't know what's going on. Okay, so with this ginger, you see this ginger already start pushing out new limbs. This ginger is actually doing pretty well. So this ginger, I'm going to separate this ginger because as you see, it have its own separate things going on. You could also separate this and get several from it. The more ginger, the more you separate it, is going to be better for you. But some of them you got to pay attention and know whether you should separate them or not. Some of them is best you leave them than try to separate them. You got to see, you got to actually know what you're doing when come and separating them. Okay, so now this one like this, I wouldn't separate this. The only how I will separate this is if I'm cutting it, but I don't think you should separate a piece like this. I don't think so. Right, so back in the container. Alright, this one, you could separate this, but I'm not going to separate them. I'm just going to allow them because right now, I think they're growing pretty well at this time. I don't think at this age, this ginger is few months old. And I don't think at this age I should be trying to separate anything and stopping the growth. I'm trying to let them continue doing what they're doing. All right? Some of them, I plant them close. So some of them is not really joined together. They ain't joined together, they just plant close to each other. But the ones that, look this one. This could be tree plant and I will separate this one. This one, I can't separate this one. Okay, I'm only gonna take one piece off. Remember guys, ginger is a root crop, and because it's a root crop, you gotta make sure that the soil is pretty soft for the ginger, because ginger don't really need to plant deep, because what happens is the ginger spread across. When it starts producing, it spread across. Let me show you. Right. It spread across like this. Instead of going down, it spread across. So many of them, I'm not gonna be separating them. I'm just gonna be chucking them down in the hole and transplant them. Because what you're trying to do You're trying not to create a slow growth right now. You're trying for a continuous growing. Meaning, when you plant them, instead of them taking time to regenerate itself, you can actually get ginger from them because they're gonna continue growing. Instead of stop growing for a few weeks. You don't want them to stop growing for a few weeks. You want them to continue growing. So at this stage, you want to be careful how you separating the ginger. At this age, it's best you just let them go. Plant them, let them go. Don't do too much breaking and separation because you're trying to get your ginger growing because you already know your growing season is pretty short. Like this one, it ain't much separation you're doing here. These are already separate. They are separate ginger. Like this one. You see this one? You don't want to mess with these ginger. You know what I mean? You want to continue. You have to know what you're doing. Okay? So how you know what you're doing is by doing lots of experiment. Okay? Doing lots of experiment will help you. Okay? It's all about experiment, guys. That's how we learn and that's how we understand what we do. By doing experiment, figuring out stuff, see how it works for you, and then you continue that trend of growing how it works for you and what's best for you. Okay? Last year, ginger did pretty well in this area. So because they did pretty well in this area, I'm gonna try to replant some in this area. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end it there for the ginger. So there's a big planting before me, but the video gonna be too long. But after this I show you how I do the basil, the beautiful basil. I show you how I do the ginger. I show you how I do the plant over there. I forgot the name, it's right on my tongue. But I show you how I do that. And yes guys, it's amazing. It's raining a lot today. The sun is out. I just want to thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys. I truly appreciate you guys. Happy gardening. And guess what? Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Peace.